Hello viewers and welcome back to another video on networking. So in today's video we are going to have a quick look at the Cisco packet tracer. So in Cisco packet tracer we'll take a look at how to simulate the DHCP protocol in wireless routers. So that is very similar to how our home routers have DHCP configured. So we'll see that, and then we'll go through the NS3 simulation where we'll see that how we can simulate the basic DHCP simulation inside the NS3. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So first of all, we have seen for last two videos we are seeing the Cisco packet tracer simulations for. So we have seen the two scenarios where first we have seen that how DHCP works, where we have the DHCP server in the same network as the requesting DHCP clients. And we have also seen the second scenario where how the DHCP relay is useful when the DHCP clients are in the different subnet than DHCP server. And I have also given you this assignment, and I hope you have if you have any questions you may ask in the last video where we have seen the second scenario in this Cisco packet tracer. So in this video, first of all, we'll take a wireless router. So from the network devices, wireless devices, we can take home router that you can see over here, right? And from end devices, we can take the smartphones. Now remember, as soon as I put the smartphones, so whenever you connect your mobile phone to SSID from Wi-Fi settings under your phone, you may not see that, but your phone already start to send the DHCP packet to your wireless router, and we can confirm that by, so I'll click over here and I click on router, and as you can see in the routers, we go under config and we go under settings. Okay, GUI. Yeah, so as you can see over here in the GUI, we this kind of similar interface you will see when you log in into your router. So if you have a router for experimental purpose, you can log into this kind of web portal that is served by wireless router. And if you have router from your internet service provider, you might not be able to see this portal, GUI portal that is served from your wireless router, because they don't give you the password. So when you want to see this wireless GUI that is hosted by your wireless router, which has this kind of service setup where you can configure the services like DHCP, DNS, and some access restrictions that you can do, some admin stuff that you can do. But you might not be able to see this if you have the router that is provided by your internet service provider. So anyway, let's see under the setup. You can see over here that the router IP is 192.168.0.1 and the subnet mask is /24, and as you can see the DNS server setting, so that is enabled over here, and you can see the start IP. So the similar settings that we have seen in the server, DHCP server, that in previous simulations, so that is same settings we can see over here. So that means you can see start IP address is 100, 192.168.0.100, and maximum number of users are 50. So if we change this number to 100, so you can see 149 is changed, 100 to 149, right? And we can change back to 50, and you can see client lease time, static DNS, ISP, VLAN, and stuff like that. And you may also see and explore the other sections, but we'll focus on the DHCP, and as you can see DHCP is enabled over here. Now if you close this, and as soon as we put the end devices like our smartphone over here, it will automatically be assigned an IP address, and you will see the wireless connection between router and smartphone. So initially you won't see any connection, but we are in the real time, and as you can see now we see this kind of connection between wireless connection between our smartphone and home router. And if we go over here under config, wireless 0, you may see this 192.168.0.100 DHCP IP configuration is configured successfully, and we'll also see the default gateway is 0.1, which is the router's IP address of this interface, right? So hey viewers, we are now inside NS3. Now inside NS3, I have this NS3 simulations, which is the GitHub repository that I hosted on my GitHub profile. You can just go through that repository and clone that if you want to have the simulation and code and stuff like that, because we push our code that I use in my simulation to that repository. So we'll just git pull that and check that, yeah, we have everything up to date. And you can see under the DHCP folder I have these 3 simulations ready for simulation, but we'll just go over through this first simulation in today's video. So as you can see, this is the basic DHCP simulation, and if you don't know, then we have, so under this source folder, under internet apps, under the examples, we have this DHCP example already there. So this is the example that I have taken as a reference to make this basic DHCP file. And you can also go through this file if you want to understand how DHCP is working and implemented inside NS3. We don't have DHCP relay working in our picture as of now, but we have DHCP client server simulation available for us to simulate. So you can go through this file, but in this video we'll go through this first 01 basic DHCP simulation. So for that, I'll just copy NS3 simulations DHCP 01, and I'll copy that inside Scratch. What is the file name? So inside Scratch, we have the file named myfirst. So I'll just first.cc. So now I will open myfirst. 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 So as you can see, so what we have did is, so we have included some modules that are useful. Then we have this function which will just go over all the devices, and it will print the IP addresses that are assigned for those nodes. Yeah, so this function will do that. And when coming to main function, we have some steps included over here. So first of all, I have taken the command arguments such as verbose, tracing, simulation, and nodes. So you can just go over through how these variables are used over here in the command line section. Then so step 1 is to create a node. So first of all, I have created AP nodes, STA nodes, and basically we are using CSMA channel. So this STA node and AP node doesn't mean actually access point and stationary nodes. Just for the reference, I have taken as an AP node and STA node. So there is no such difference, right? Just to be sure. Then second is to create a channel. So we are using the CSMA channel. So just for ease of simulation, in next video we'll go through how to simulate the entire DHCP over Wi-Fi channel. Then we are creating the devices. So we'll connect all the devices inside the CSMA channel. Then we'll install the network stack. And now the main stuff is to configure DHCP server and DHCP client. So for that, we'll use something called DHCP helper. Now to configure a DHCP server, we need these many inputs. So node pointer. So node pointer means the pointer to the node on which we want to configure the DHCP server. Then DHCP server's address, which will be assigned to this node pointer. Then pool's network ID. Then pool's subnet. So that means what network pool for which the DHCP server will assign the address, for which that DHCP server will be responsible to assign the address. We can say that. Then start IP and end IP, which is called mean IP and max IP also, which is also referred as scope of DHCP server, right? And at last, pool's gateway address. So all these are configured over here. As you can see, all devices.get0. Then this is the server's address 192.168.10.1. Then start address is pool ID is 10.0, network mask is /24, start IP address is .2, and end address is 10.3. and 10.1 is the gateway address. So that means the DHCP server is running on the gateway of particular network only, and then we will start the server and end the server at particular time frame. In this case, start time is 0 and stop time is 30 seconds. Then DHCP client configuration. So other than the DHCP server, all the devices that are configured, they will be running DHCP client. So here what I'm doing is, for all the STA nodes, so this AP node that is defined over here, that is where we are installing the DHCP server. So rest all other nodes are here in the STA devices. So we will configure DHCP client on all this. That's why I'm making a group of that nodes, and then we are configuring the DHCP client from for all the nodes over here, and we are also giving a start and stop seconds for this DHCP clients. In this case, we have 1 second start time and stop time 30 seconds. So that is how you configure DHCP server and client. Now step 5 is to assign a manual IP to, if let's say we have intermediate devices, but we are skipping this part because we don't have any other network in this basic simulation. So just for learning how to simulate, I have created this file. So I don't want it to add in complexity, so I will skip this part. But we'll see this part in next videos where we'll see other simulations. Now after the IP addresses are assigned, we will try to ping to 10.3 from 10.2 from any node actually. So as you can see, that is configured over here, and then the simulation configuration. So that means simulation will stop at 60 seconds, and at 30 seconds we will print the IP addresses. So that will be called from over here, right? And at last this is what we have over here. So actually we can uncomment this, comment this. Yeah, so we will force the configuration or making of the simulation file, and then this is the simulator.run and destroy. Now let's run this file and let's see what are the files that are generated. So to run this file, what we'll do is we'll enter the command which is goes like this: /NS3 run, and file name is myfirst. And now let's see what happens. So tracing is by default enabled. I hope so. So yeah, tracing is by default enabled. So we'll wait for this simulation to run, and we'll see what are the files that are generated. So we'll see you after the simulation is build is completed. So as you can see, the simulation is completed. We are seeing lots of warning because we don't have the mobility model installed on the nodes. But as you can see, the node 0, 1, 2 IP configurations for all those are listed over here. And according to the simulation, we'll have 3 nodes only. So that's pretty much expected, and we don't have any ping loss actually. So we can confirm that, yeah, so 4 transmitted and 4 received, so 0% packet loss. So that's very expected. And as you can see, as part of the simulation, we have this 3 packet capture files for all the 3 nodes, and this DNS simulation -basic.xml file generated for the for entire simulation. Now first of all, let's see that XML file. So for that, we'll go over to netname, and from here we'll launch the netname, and from this we can go to 3.35, okay, 3.44, and in a simulation basic. As you can see, this is how it looks like. So first node will send the DHCP packet, and then the rest of the things are like broadcast, so you won't be able to see the proper animation until the ping is started. So we can actually fast forward till the 15 seconds. Okay, so now Now that there is CSMA channel, you might also not get the idea of packet cap DHCP, and you will not find a difference between DHCP and ping packets, but you can see those packet captures over here in the what you can say packet capture files that we can observe in the Wireshark. So we can open DHCP simulation node, so 0.0. So this is the node where we have DHCP server running. Let's see that, and we will filter by first of all DHCP, then ARP, then ping. Okay, ping is not there, ICMP. Yeah, so as you can see, these are all the packets. So as you can see, DHCP discover packet is there, which is sent from MAC address 2, and as you can see, the offer packet is sent for this particular IP address. Then discover packet is also received from different MAC. You can see 03, and this is 02 over here. So offer for that MAC address is sent 10.3, then request. So this is a request packet for offer packet, and it is being sent by 10 so MAC address is over here. Then acknowledgement is sent for this 192.168.10.2, and then later on DHCP request is coming from 0.3, and acknowledgement is sent to that. Now that is first two DHCP packets, and you can see the entire packet capture over here. You can observe this DHCP fields that we have studied in the last video, and you can compare those fields, and you can see how these fields are changing and where the offered IP address is going over here. And then these all are ARP packets. You can see these all are ARP packets, and we can also observe the packet capture for 1. Okay, sorry, there is no 0.1, there is 1.0. Okay, so as you can see, these are all the echo request and reply. So these are ping from 10.3 to 2, and sorry, this is reply and this is request. So 2 to 3 we are pinging, and then there are all this reply over here. We can filter by DHCP, ARP, and ICMP. So as you can see, these are all the packets, and over here also you can see all these packets, DHCP packets, all these ping packets, and see and observe how packet formats are looking. Now we can also simulate this for multiple devices, and make sure that when you are simulating for multiple devices, more than 2 actually, you need to change this max IP address, because right now it is set to 10.3. So even if you simulate this this file for more than 2 nodes, which is default value, you won't be able to assign the IP address for the third devices from you can say that because the DHCP server is only able to assign the IP address from 2 to 3, and for first 2 devices it will be assigned as and 2 and 3, and then rest of the devices will fail the DHCP request message, because server will reject those packets since there are no IP address in the pool for server to assign. And you can also simulate that by running this file with command arguments and putting the end nodes value more than 2. You can try it out and let me know in the comments how is the simulation looking and how the packet capture files are generated and how everything is going on. So that's it for today's video. I hope you have got the idea about how you can simulate the basic DHCP inside NS3, and you might also have the references for actual file from where we have built this file. And that's it for today's video. In the next video, we'll explore more simulation protocols or strategies for DHCP inside NS3. That's it for today's video. We'll meet in the next one. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring.